What's good, YouTube? It's your man Rage King back with another one. Yes, another upload to the channel. And before we get started, I ask if y'all would please go down there and hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that share button, and hit that bell for notifications if you're new. Welcome to Realm of Rage TV. This is how we do Raging Rebels. Crown up. And if you're new to the crew, welcome to the Raging Rebel Revolution. Now let's vibe. And y'all, in this video, I got to speak on this, man. I really do, because to be honest with you, I'm getting sick and tired of seeing it not only in my comment section, but in other comment sections of other content creators' videos. You know, that group of people that can't come up with their own YouTube, videos, can't come up with their own platform, so they try to use other people's platform to try to promote the platform they'll never have. Trying to be, as I like to say, trying to be the smartest person in the room, trying to outthink the room when you're the dumbest son of a bitch in the room to begin with. What do I mean by that? The comment I am getting sick and tired of seeing in everybody's comment section, including mine, is the comment, well, if you don't buy the game, that's why they don't fix it. If you buy it, they're not going to fix it. If they buy it, they're not going to fix it. So basically, in this video, I'm going to be discussing why that argument, don't buy the game if you don't like it, don't buy the game if it's a bad game, if you don't buy it, they're going to change it argument, is complete and utter bullshit. Now, let's speak on it. Now, before I get into it, again, to you trolls out there that's going to click on this video and talk about, well, if you don't buy it, then shut the fuck up. And here's why I say shut the fuck up, and I mean it with every fiber of my being. Simply not buying something is not going to change a damn thing. Alright? Because if that was the case, games like Marvel's Avengers, which a game nobody's playing with or buying anymore, but yet still somehow, some way, the plug hasn't been pulled on it. Free-to-play games like Dauntless that were once good and are now utter shit are still going and flowing. Games like DC Universe that you got to spend $15 a month on, well, not anymore because now nobody's playing it. When you had to spend $15 a month, you don't have to do that anymore, even though that game is so outdated. And this is no slap in the face and no disrespect to anybody that plays the game, but that game is in the same boat as GTA 5 in my opinion. It's gone on for too long, and it needs to have the plug pulled. But you want to know why it doesn't? Is because they're still making money off of it. Simply not buying a bad game is not going to change anything. Case in point also as well, I was one of those content creators, and I live in proof of it. Well, you know what? If 2K gonna be like this, don't buy 2K. Do you think these motherfuckers missed my ass not paying for that game on release a bit? No. They didn't miss it one bit, and you want to know why? Because at the end of the day, they're going to find a way to put the game on your system. If you don't buy it, they have more than enough people who will. So that argument as to, well, if you don't buy it, then they got to be forced to change, that's complete and utter crap. It's bullshit. You don't think that these companies are well prepared for that? Look at Volition and what they did with Saints Row. And for the people that like the new Saints Row game or like Saints Row folk, you know, more power to you. I'm not judging you for that. You like what you like. Different strokes for different folks. I'm just saying, for my old school Saints Row fan, for the people that played Saints Row 1 and 2 like I did and loved Saints Row because of it, the game that should have been rivaling GTA 5 online right now, but never has and never will. For the people that played the original Saints Rows, bro, look at what Volition did. They literally sat there and told everybody, you know what, well, if you don't buy the game, that's tough on you. We still gonna sell it this way. How does not selling a game going to teach these guys a lesson? It's not. You want to know the only true thing that's gonna teach these guys a lesson and to not giving away bullshit product? Competition. Competition. You want to know why games like Marvel's Avengers had $150 million motherfucking budget and yet still to this day have not made up that money in sales? Yet the plug has not been pulled on that game. You want to know why? Because it's the only game in the market with that. It's the only current game in that market with that type of brand on it. Until you get somebody like Insomniac or Santa Monica Studios to start making their own open world Marvel game, guess what? The shit not gonna change. People not buy. There were 0 motherfuckers on Steam playing this game, and yet the plug was not pulled. You want to know why? Because at the end of the day, they have no true competition. When you have no competition, you can afford to rest on your laurels. That's just like, we're going to take it away from the gaming for a minute. We're going to take it to the regular job working motherfuckers out there, right? If you got a job, right? If you had a job that's paying you decent money, a livable wage, you understand what I'm saying? And you the only one, say you working at a warehouse, right? They paying you decent money. The job's relatively easy, at least to you. It don't require too much, too much brain power. It don't, you just good at what you do, right? And you know they're not gonna fire you. Even when you get in trouble, you get rolled up for whatever reason, you know you're not gonna get in no trouble, because you know you the only forklift driver they have. You the only one in the office that for some reason can lift over 75 pounds. You the only one in there that really don't need no supervision, because they know with you the job's gonna get done, right? So what does that force you to do? Well, not force you. What are you naturally gonna do? Human instinct, human nature, naturally. You're going to rest on your laurels, because you know at the end of the day, they ain't got nobody here to replace me. I ain't got no true competition. Ain't nobody here can do what I do. So I'm not worried about it. I can afford to be a little lackadaisical over here. I can afford to be a little lazy on this day. I can afford to come in 5-10 minutes late. What they going to do? Hire somebody else, man, please. They ain't got nobody else here for me. And then you go in there one of these days and they got somebody who was willing to work for $1 less and do just as good a job as you, if not better, because he's that hungry for a job, because for whatever reason he don't have a job. He didn't have, it's the best money he didn't made, even though he's making less than you. You understand what I'm saying? Now when you got that competition, when you got somebody, as the young folks would say, I'm saying young folks like I'm not still in my 20s, like as the teenagers would say, when you got somebody that's at your neck, you understand what I'm saying? When you got that competition, when you got that dude that can easily replace you doing the same job you do, if not better, just as good, if not better, without the bullshit and without resting on their laurels, guess what that's going to force you to do? That's going to force you to be like, you know what? I could be late and I could be lazy here, but I'm not going to do that. They done hired this new dude. He can do all the shit I can do, if not a little bit better, man. And I'm trying to keep my job. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not going to do that. You get what I'm saying? Look at 2K19. You want to know why 2K19 is regarded as the last good 2K until this one came out, even though it's got its bullshit problems, despite it being so much better than 2K21? You want to know why 2K19 was so good and so goated, as y'all like to say? It's for the simple fact there was another basketball game that came out, though not as popular, but it was an alternative basketball game known as NBA Live 19. And notice, ever since they stopped making NBA Lives, now all of a sudden 2Ks have afforded themselves the path of least resistance. You want to know why they rest on their laurels? It's not because nobody's going to buy it. It's because they have no competition. None. That's just like with a lot of you niggas females out here. A lot of y'all girlfriends out here, or at least the females y'all think that's y'all girl, and really got 3-4 dudes in that DM waiting for you to fuck up. You want to know why she's starting to act her ass and starting to act out of line and starting to get crazy on you and shit? It's because she probably got somebody at her job, somebody she done met at the gas station, somebody her mama done introduced her to, somebody her friends done introduced her to, hell, an old boyfriend from high school, from school day, whatever, then came back into the picture and he's doing better at life than you. So it's going to cause her to act a damn fool. You want to know why? Because she got competition. She know that you ain't the only one for her. Now, if you the only one for her, the only one that's not putting up with her bullshit, the only one not afraid to check her ass, the only one she checking for, guess what? She's going to be on her best behavior. Because you want to know why? The competition. The competition. When you have multiple females in your DMs, you want to know what's going to force your female to do, or the female that want to truly be with you? It's going to force her to be on her best behavior. Why? Because she has competition. So simply not buying games, bad games, is not going to fix anything. Competition will. If you think I'm wrong, prove it. Because I didn't prove my point to all of y'all in this video right here. My name Rage King and I'm out this bitch.